What strategies do you guys think worked for some of these top-tier guys?
Dichotomy and Big C Richie are two players, both averaging over 60 points per game, but more importantly,
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal.
Starting lineup of the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At the center, Tristan Thompson. And let's bring out your knees! In the middle, at 7'0", number 44, Frank Kaminsky. Shooting guard position at 6'3" number 1. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 2, Mark Lewis. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 5, Nicholas Batum. And guard, 6'1" from Utah, winning number 15, Kevin
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Chris, still early in the season. Is the pecking order of teams still up in the air, or is it starting? For you to lock in?
Well, it starts to lock in for a couple of teams. Those teams that you see start off with those good records, 9-1, 10-2. Those elite teams that you see on each coast that kind of have their own mission. For everyone else, it's a little bit different. The pecking order, the fighting now, the jockeying really starts to get into right now. So that first 20 games, you establish who you are, your identity, and then the next 20, you're fighting to continue to keep that identity or improve it. So don't worry about wins and losses. Those other teams are going to separate, but can you just stay in the middle of the pack and improve and hopefully make your move when the playoffs come?
Thomas goes in and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Big things come in small packages, Kevin. I mean, Thomas just contorting to finish through the foul.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. Crowder, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for James. You watch Batum play, and you can see how unselfish she is, Chris, as a player. Great passer, always gets solid assist numbers, but sometimes you just want him to be a little bit more aggressive and looking for his own shot.
Well, Batum must have heard you, because last year he wasn't shy about letting it loose. He put the shots up, and he's improved the rate in which he gets to the free throw line where he's just lights out. With his first step and his length, you would think he could draw a ton of fouls when he's on the floor.
Good on the shot. Thunder's got his first basket of the night.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
Thomas against Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Monk. And no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easy.
Walker against Thomas. Picked his pocket. To the wing on the left. All sorts of time. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Thompson's got his first points of the game. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Walker kicks to Monk. Pass to Zeller. Screen by Howard. And again, the Hornets missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thunder kept alive, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Nicholas Batum.
You don't think Thompson is outstanding at using his body? Look at this, a muscular presence who picks up fouls well.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte. Lamb comes in for Monk. And Cleveland also making a change. Derrick Rose is checked in for Thomas.
And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
Thanks, Kevin. What he said they're concerned with most is slowing down transition. He said those guys can cause problems if we let them get on the fast break. So stopping space and pace is priority number 1. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Kid Gilchrist against Smith. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Back to Rose. Softly drops in the floater. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the airtime improvisation from Derrick Rose? Able to hang and finish with a defender looming.
Screen by Howard. Left side Walker. He kicks to Howard. Over Rose. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's the screen. Rose passes to Thunder. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Walker against Rose. Fires the 3. scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Thunder. Thompson, high post. Cleveland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound, and the layup is good. Thompson's got 5.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
We come back right after this. And here's DJ speaking on the guidance he's received from...
Well, more than anything this season, Shammy's been a real mentor. Ever since I first stepped foot in training camp, Shammy claimed me as his rook.
You get the feeling that some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Howard. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Monk's subbed in for Lamb. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Batum outside at the 3 with Kaminsky at the 4. And it's Zeller in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Thompson, a screen on Walker. Here's Thunder. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pick by Zeller. Now, here's Monk. He's tightly guarded, and they're moving it up. Fires from the wing. Thomas, no good. Hornets trail by 7. And Batum kicks to Walker. Back to Batum. Outside, Walker. The dish to Zeller. There's the pick. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. The shot by Monk is no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
LeBron outside. The feed to Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Chris, power forwards today shoot a lot more 3-pointers. If you played today, I think you'd be incredibly effective in that role. How do you think you'd be in that role?
Oh, yeah, I think that that's something I would definitely have fun and relished in. I did shoot threes a couple of seasons in Washington and was pretty successful at that, but the style of play was just so different then. Big men were asked to stay in the post, and there was a lot more work in the post, a lot more pressure on the big guy to get to the free throw line to wear down the defense. So the whole game was different then. The big man kind of ruled the game. Today it's a point guard's game, and so what's great is I'd have to step out to give the point guard a lot more room to drive to take a shot blocker away, or because there aren't any shot blockers. And so I definitely would love to hang out in that corner and shoot that easy 3 or at the top after a pick and roll and pop right back. That would have been a lot of fun. Plus it would give you freedom, because when you can shoot that Jimmy like that and you got a nice wet jump shot, it allows that pump fake to work all day. So I would have pump faked a lot from that 3-point line and dunked on a lot of people. So that would have been fun to have that freedom as they do today. Just like it's fun watching these young guys let it fly from that 3-point line.
Hornets trail by 6, and Batum kicks to Monk. Excellent D there from Thunder.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
LeBron outside. Thomas against Walker. Stolen by Walker. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. LeBron with the block.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
Smith the pass to Thunder. Back to Smith. He feeds it to LeBron. Over Zeller. The 17-footer goes down. James has got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Thomas against Walker. And And James pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
You love seeing James distribute the ball. It shows that he really has a focus for getting his teammates involved.
17 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here is Monk. A 17-point game for him in the win against Boston. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play, maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're removed.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Some changes for Charlotte. Howard's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Cody Zeller comes in for Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Monk. Then for the Cavaliers, Crowder, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Thunder subbed in for Dwayne Wade. On the court for Cleveland, Thomas is out there with Thunder. Then it's Thompson, and it's Smith, and it's Crowder in at the 4 spot. Thomas a screen. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Thompson a screen on Zeller. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing, also some toughness and depth.
That's the awareness that Kid Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Guys, with the Hornets' length and mobility at the 2 through 4 positions, the team switches a lot defensively. Coach Steve Clifford said, you have to deal with mismatches at times, but it makes defense simpler.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
Kaminsky and Howard, the tall front line. Michael Kid Gilchrist out there with Kemba Walker, and it's Williams at the 3. So that's the Hornets 5. There's a good screen. And Love has it in the corner. Korver dishes to Rose. 16 feet away. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and he kept everybody moving, working to get open.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And in a short amount of time, Kid Gilchrist has established himself as one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. His long reach and tenacious athleticism really covers a lot of ground.
Thunder passes to Love. They set the pick. The pass to Thunder. Here's Corver for three. And that one is off. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, what an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
I may need to hit the treadmill. I ain't even break a sweat out there tonight.
Yeah, that's because you sat for most of the second half.
After all the buckets I put up in such a big league, I deserve a rest.
That is what I call a win!
Woo! Woo!